leaving tonight and I'm not coming back, kid. My fate is tied to a monster from the depths of time. Oceanhorn. I hear its horrible sound echoing from the sea. It is coming for me again. This is all happening sooner than I thought. I am forced to act. Whatever happens next, I'm not going to lose you like I lost your mother. This necklace is the last thing left of her. Keep it close and guard it well. I will give you my old notebook from my travels. It will guide your way to an island of a friend. He will help you to prepare for what is coming. I know I'm asking too much of you, but this is the only way to stop Oceanhorn.
Wake up. The time has come.
A long time ago, these islands were the mighty kingdom of Arcadia. The Age of Enlightenment led Arcadians to outstanding scientific discoveries. Engineering and magic ran deep in their blood. A foul war began as Dark Lord Mesmeroth, who had once been a promising candidate for an Archmage, led dire folk armies to a war against Arcadia. With the aid of his dark magic and the dire folk, Mesmeroth dug deep into the ground and brought to daylight something that should have stayed in the depths of the earth. Triloth, a mass of dark energy left over from the creation of the world. Black boats arrived to the gates of Arcadia, carrying the dark energy Triloth. Soon the light from the world and from the hearts of men faded. The once flourishing society disappeared into the darkness. After the catastrophe, 3 sea monsters appeared. One of them was Oceanhorn. Oh, it is a vile creature, born under the dark burning light of Triloth. Although all of these monsters were powerful, only one has survived up to this day. Oh, it is getting late, kid. Return to me in the morning. Old scriptures tell about sacred emblems, relics that hold the power of gods. Their purpose was to maintain the balance of the world, but they lost their power in the catastrophe at the same time as Oceanhorn appeared. I believe that was no coincidence. To unravel the mystery of Oceanhorn, you must find out what happened to the sacred emblems. Here is what I know of them. The emblem of Earth that belongs to the Aru people is hidden in the Perta Desert that was once a vast and beautiful forest. Most of its beauty withered along with the Aurus, wise and fearless bird people. The Emblem of Ocean belongs to Gilfolk, the people living in the waters of the world. Emblem of Ocean is a relic of their long-past glory and former power. The Emblem of Sun was the pride of Arcadia, a symbol of hope and determination for our kind. I will tell you more about it later. It is time to begin your journey. Seek the sacred emblems. This is the only way to get to Oceanhorn and find out what happened to your father.
In the center of Great Forest was a shrine where the Orus traveled to purify and meditate. The Emblem of Earth was the heart of that shrine, and its power flowed into my people and the forest. But when the darkness of the catastrophe hit, a man in a dark cape offered his help to the Orus. He brought a seed to the shrine, and the seed started to grow violently. Now Termus, a demon plant, has taken over the shrine. The shrine is located on a nearby island that used to be a part of the Perta continent. Travel to Great Forest. Those lands belong to us Orus. The spirits of our ancestors rest there. You freed the Great Forest Shrine. I can finally return here to sing a long song to my ancestors. The least I can do as last of my kind is to show respect to my roots.
Maybe you would allow us to join you. I wish I was able to travel the world like you. There are so many places I would love to see. Deserts of Pirta, mysterious Gilfolk's Drop, beaches of Southwind Isle. But my father and the town need me. It is my place in the world, and I don't complain. But please come to see me every time you visit Tikkurel, okay? What's that? An acorn. Acorn is a symbol of hope. It must mean you will find your father. You're giving it to me? Come on, let's plant this together.
Our people are going through hard times. After the catastrophe, our beloved King Angler passed away as he was one with the ocean. His thoughts got polluted and his heart could not take the fall of his kingdom. Then a man in a dark cape appeared. He was bringing a funeral gift to Princess Finn. When the princess laid the gift at her father's feet, a horrible curse broke loose. A breath of cold air blew through the halls of our palace. Time stopped. Princess Finn and the palace have been frozen for 1,000 years now. I was a young fish back then, only 100 years old. We cannot go inside because the entrance and the palace are frozen. Our only hope is a treasure hidden in the cavern of fire, but our kind is unable to reach it, and nobody else dares to enter it.
Father? That was not you.
Princess Finn, you are safe. Do not worry for the dead, or they will drag you down to their graves with them. This was not King Angler. His Royal Highness is the King of the Deep Gorge now.
This young champion saved me? You shall be rewarded. You can have anything that is in my power to give. What? You need Emblem of Ocean to slay Oceanhorn.
Oceanhorn is a demon that has obsessed our kingdom for the past 1,000 years. It is a horrible monster, born from the same darkness that cursed you.
I shall give the Emblem of Ocean to your care, young one. If you broke the nightmare that bound me for 1,000 years, surely you can defeat this monster.
Sol, NATO, Trito. Hear me this one last time. Let my boy find a safe path and guide him towards the answers. Destiny never gave him the chance to escape this burden. I'm losing my strength. I'm far away, lost with this monster, and I don't know how much longer I can retain it. But until my last breath, I will wait for the moment to be reunited with my boy again, no matter what lies ahead. We will be fighting along your side. Sol, NATO, Trito.
So I lived to see the day. The daring youngster with a flying machine. I am Arcadian Grandmaster Ludwig. Welcome to Sky Island. We are all descendants of Arcadians. Triloth, the dark energy of creation, lifted this mass of land and separated us from the surface 1,000 years ago. You are seeking the Emblem of Sun. That reminds me of the old days. We had a tradition. Every year, a young maiden was chosen to represent Sol, goddess of light. She was given the Emblem of Sun, and she would give joy to our people. 20 years ago, we faced a horrible tragedy. A scholar studying the Arcadian code went mad. He said he had listened to a ghost in the machine that had promised to bring Sky Island back to the ground. All he needed was the Emblem of Sun. In our despair, we believed the promises. Nobody knows what happened to her. The Emblem of Sun was lost ever since. With your airship broken, there's no way to go back to the ground now. But don't worry, you'll get used to living here after a while.
You're right here. Yes, this is the place. You see the machinery up there, up the stairs? Throw your bomb right there. Why isn't this working? What am I missing? Do you hear me, Master?
Initiate materialization. Opening communication protocol. I sense the power of the gods. Emblems of creation. The order will be restored. I will resurrect as your god. My defeat means nothing. It has already begun.
Tono neheme sishi aka uyu riuku tana nihi ekeset hama tono neheme aka uyu riuku tana nihi ekeset
words to describe our gratitude. You brought back the hope that Arcadia can be restored. Grand Core is back in the power grid. Its power flows through the ancient kingdom. We were shocked to find out Mesmeroth's spirit was lurking inside our machines all this time. I'm afraid the program is still active, and its purpose is to resurrect Mesmeroth himself. With the Shadow Mesmeroth interface destroyed, the only way for Mesmeroth's resurrection is to move into another machine. And the only Arcadia machine left is Living Fortress Oceanhorn. But for the first time in the history of Sky People, our studies pay off. We can open the door to Arcadia ruins for you.
Kid, you came. My plan did not work out. All of a sudden it changed and I could not control it anymore. But I was able to cut it loose from the power grid. It cannot repair itself now. Listen, when Oceanhorn wakes up, it will try to fry you with its death ray. Make sure you are prepared. You are a tough kid, and you have your mother's strength. Light inside you that makes you go one step further. Something I never had. When this is all over, we should visit her grave and tell her all about your adventures. No, it's moving again. Run, kid! Just leave me and save yourself! This is it, son! Deliver the final blow!
No, it's not possible. Nobody else should be able to control it.
I begin to understand. When Mesmeroth cursed the sacred emblems, the balance of the world was disturbed and it had a severe effect on living fortresses. Without the guidance of the emblems, they lost their sense of purpose. When your mother brought the emblem of sun back to this world, some part of Oceanhorn woke up. Suddenly it had a direction. It desperately started to seek the right pilot, a descendant of the knight's bloodline. Only the most noble among knights were chosen to be pilots of living fortresses. Those were our ancestors who operated these these war machines. All that Arcadians ever wanted was to secure peace, but sometimes desperately clinging onto doing good can be an act of evil. It was forbidden to combine technology, magic, and blood in Arcadia. But Archimedes was willing to cross that border by creating living fortresses when the existence of Arcadia was threatened. He was not the first one to succeed in these dark arts. Mesmeroth turned himself immortal by doing the same thing. He sacrificed his body by casting a dark magic that bound his soul to a machine. Well, it's all over now. The sins of our ancestors have been purified, and the power of the Emblems have been restored. It's time to rebuild the world.